Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! NFL Week 9 preview, picks, fallouts, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go over what it was the Rick against the Ty and the Objective Gamer Parker. We're going to go over our picks from last week. I'll just tell you right now, I didn't win, and Parker didn't win. This fraud Ty, who claims that he changed a few picks at the last minute, claims to be victorious. But, hey, I ain't going to fight him on it because I was going against all of the NFC East teams. I was going against the Commanders. I was going against the Giants. I was going against the Eagles because I hate them. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, as I should hate them. But anyway, we're going to look at the Week 9 preview. You know, this week is like a ho-hum week. I don't really see any big games, for me at least, that pop out to me. You know, I see a lot. This is like one of those weeks. I mean, the week started off with a game when you had, you know, Philadelphia versus Houston. The Eagles were favored very heavily in that game, and I mean, you know, Houston gave up a fight for the first half or whatever. But after that, you know, the real Eagles showed up, beat them up a little bit, and you know, that was into that. My hopes were shattered. However,
Tennessee versus Kansas City.
I'm not into that game. I'm an NFC guy. You know, I think I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even like that game. But we're gonna talk about it. I mean, like I said, this week is kind of like, I mean, you know, I see some games that can go into favor for Dallas with some losses by other teams. And
Rams versus the Tampa Bay.
Oh man, that's the toilet bowl right there, brother. Those teams are trash. Yo, they are done. Listen, the ship has sailed on those teams. I think Green Bay is in trouble. I think Tampa Bay is in trouble. I think guys that are making moves, Seattle, I think is making moves. I think Kansas City's a good team. I think Atlanta is competitive. Cincinnati, I can't call it with them, man. Their offensive line is still trash. You know, they made those picks, got one of the Cowboys linemen, and the line is still struggling. So
it's 9 games left, so they still. Some of them got 8. I mean, some of them got 10. Some got 9. But they still got time.
But those Packers, though, bro, I can't. Let's leave with the Packers. I mean, I told you last week when I made that pick for Green Bay against Buffalo, it was a method to my madness. I picked that game on purpose because if Aaron Rodgers is the Aaron Rodgers or who he's supposed to be, he doesn't lose that game because he's 4 in a row in him or something like that. Like, yo, come on, Tom.
That ain't true.
Yo, Tom Brady don't do that.
Buffalo.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with Buffalo. Listen.
Tom Brady getting massacred now. Ain't no Tom Brady don't do that.
Listen, me too. Yeah, now, I mean, hell, it only took 25 years. But listen, Aaron Rodgers had something that was working for him that you have to take advantage of when you're playing a team like Buffalo, who has a great defense. They were gashing the living hell out of those dudes running the ball. And this dude don't trust his wide receivers. He would not throw he wouldn't try to throw guys open. He wouldn't throw in a coverage. Like, bro, was just pass the ball. You know, check down, and they had big gash and running plays. Like, that game was a lot closer than what people think. Because when you have Buffalo, who is considered one of the best defensive teams in the league, they couldn't stop nobody from running that game. Like, yo, if they just played ball, and check this out. Not only could they not stop the run, my man was throwing interception after interception out there. I'm like, yo, Buffalo was for the taking last week, and then Green Bay couldn't take advantage of any of that. And I was shocked by that. I'm like, yo, this dude is turning the ball over. They're getting gashed with the run, and you still can't, like, bro, there was nothing going on.
Like, you got an easy win this week, so I don't care.
Oh, I don't know about that. Now, that's funny. You know what? Let's start with that game. So we have Green Bay at Detroit. This is a division game, too, by the way. And Detroit, who I had faith in last week when you two guys ganged up on me and took Miami, I'm the only one that took Detroit. And then, you know, they made me look stupid. You know, they were at home and they get thumped by Miami. I ain't messing with them no more. I'm good. So now, what we have here is the same Detroit team who I showed faith in before is now I got to pick them again. I got to. You know, I like the way that Detroit played Dallas. I thought that they played Dallas pretty tough. You know, I mean, listen, Dak Prescott was coming back for the first time, and I mean, basically all year, really. I mean, you know, he played what, like 2.5 quarters, and then he was out of there. But I don't know. But let's start with that game. I think Green Bay finally gets off the schneid, bro. They end this losing streak. I think they beat them.
They in.
You taking Green Bay too?
Yep.
All right, my man.
The reason the Lions can't get right. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. Lions just can't get right. Even when the offense is good, but they defense always.
Yeah, you went out, bro. Your mic went out.
I'm sorry. The Lions is the opposite of the Chicago Bears. The Bears can get their defense right, then their offense always suck. And the Lions can always get their offense right, but the Lions defense always trash. So
well, the Lions, they always drafted bad and stuff for.
No, they don't draft bad on offense. They draft bad on defense. They don't get any good players.
I don't know what's going on over there. Listen, this is the same organization that made 2 freaking all-world players just give up. They said, I'm done. They said, I'm tired of losing. You know, the hell with your money. We don't want it. We're out of here.
And give me 2 seconds. Let me warm my son's food up before you kill me.
All right. So White Tide's running.
I still can hear you, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know about the cap. So anyway, you know, everybody knows that the damn Eagles got like the luckiest breaks on Thursday night. Those guys didn't come ready to play. And, you know, a better coach for the Texans would have won that game. I think the Eagles are very overrated. I think they're undefeated because the schedule was very friendly to them, and Dak Prescott wasn't playing for the Cowboys when they ran into him. But we going to see what's going down when the Cowboys play the Eagles again the second time around. And I'm telling you right now, my boy Michael Irvin, I know you probably listening, bro, who sent me one of these Michael Irvin sweaters, which looks good on a big man like myself. And I just want to say that, you know what? I hope the Eagles go undefeated. I hope they do. Because that is not a Super Bowl team. So I'm prepared for those guys to get nice and high and then fall to the bottom. Because the Eagles will shoot. Listen, the Eagles will show their true colors. They're going down eventually. But just to recap our first pick today, you got Green Bay. Green Bay at Detroit. Ain't nobody messing around. Ty and myself, we have picked Green Bay because Green Bay, they're about due. And a lot of teams like to get right against the Lions. You know, the Lions were putting up a whole lot of points earlier in the year, and people was thinking, man, this offense is, you know, it's good and it can move the ball. We just got to get their defense right. Man, they can't get nothing right over there. They like one thing that you need in the NFL is continuity, and they do not have that over there in Detroit. While Ty's warming up the bottle, we're going to go into another game here. I'll start it off here. You have the Chargers. The Chargers. Do it. You got the Chargers versus the Falcons. Like I said earlier, folks, Atlanta is competitive. You know, you can't say that Atlanta has laid down. You know, they're making a few trades. They traded Buddy, the receiver that was got caught gambling. They traded him away. I think the Falcons fight. I mean, they're at home. And the Chargers are a tough team, too. I mean, this is a good game, but, man, I'm taking the Falcons. When Ty gets back, he gets picked.
My mic was muted this whole dang time. I'm like, Rick, I know you hear me. I know you hear me, Rick.
Nah, I didn't actually. But, yeah.
Now my mic was muted.
Right.
Go Chargers. Chargers about to whoop, though.
Oh, man. Taking the job. I ain't trying to finesse it. I'm just telling you, man, Atlanta's about due. They got that cancerous Julio Jones out of town. That overrated, washed up freaking, oh, man, Julio Jones. I remember when everybody was saying how great.
Julio Jones is not washed up. Okay,
yeah, he's washed, bro.
He's better than Matt Ryan or whatever his name is.
Oh, man, listen. Hold on. So you're taking the Chargers, right?
Yep.
Now explain to me why you're taking the Chargers.
They defense about to kill him. They defense about to kill him.
Oh.
A lot of their defensive people came back. I don't know if you know, but the Chargers got hurt. They was like hurt at the beginning. So yeah, it wasn't too good for them. So that's why they weren't playing no way. A lot of well, not a lot, but most of their best players were hurt. So that's why they started off the way they did. If they defense was healthy, it would have been that record would have been different. So,
well,
Atlanta sucked.
Hey, listen. Speaking of defense, and this is just one of those questions I just had. Who do you think has the best defense in the league?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Right now!
I think it's the Bills, and then it's...
Oh, come on, man.
It's the Bills, and then it's your team.
Bro, I know Dallas has issues stopping the run, but they ain't getting gashed like Buffalo was on that run, bro. That was bad.
Stuff happens, man. You can't stop everything.
Man, they won... Bro,
you can't stop everything.
Barry Sanders could have came out of retirement and ran that ball.
Yeah, but you can't stop everything. Your
I ain't never
team
seen nothing like that.
First of all, let me explain. I'll explain this to you the week we played y'all.
This is a so-called...
Now, listen. They said we wasn't going to score past 12 points against your defense. And we killed y'all for like 24 days.
Yeah, well, y'all listen. You got to understand how you scored your points. You scored your points because Cooper was putting the ball in the air, and it was getting picked off.
But we wasn't okay. But we scored on offense though.
Because of the field position of those turnovers.
Okay, but if your defense, who you say it was, y'all.
Oh, come on, man! They gave him plus territory. 2 of those turnovers, man. Don't start that mess.
Come on, man.
Oh.
If your defense is how great it would have stopped us.
Well,
The Bills were stopping the number one, not the number one, some of the best offense. So I don't.
Kansas City, you think? I mean, everybody got a blueprint how to stop Kansas City. I mean, ain't no blueprint. They ain't got nobody. Just stick everybody, make sure he can't throw it. That's all you got to do. Yeah, that's what it is. So now the next game we got. This is another game. Like again, these games are terrible this week, bro. You got Miami at Chicago. Shout out to Post Up and Big Money. Man, my God, this is man.
Hold on. Now.
Oh, hold on. Shout out to Fideli. Fideli said he's taking Green Bay with the 20. All right, so Fideli, yeah. All right, so Fideli's taking Green Bay. All right, I'm taking Green. We all taking Green Bay, Fideli.
Oh yeah.
we all taking Green. Hey, Fideli, who you taking on this Chargers against the Falcons? Hey, Fideli, why don't you hop in on the show? I don't want to be reading no damn picks. Hop your ass up in here. Where's Fideli? Hop his ass up in here. He giving picks. You know what I'm saying? Like text messaging us. But he can just hop in here and give his thoughts on the joint. And we gotta also make him a mod on the in the room and in the all right, so
you gotta realize though, Miami would have had a better record if dude didn't get hurt. They still got a good record.
I want to believe that, but I think Miami, Tua, Tyreek Hill, I think he's a little overrated. Tyreek Hill is not the same guy that he was when he was in Kansas City. It's not from, his physical attributes. He's still the fastest guy in the league.
Sorry.
But
Tyreek Hill has more yards than whole franchises right now. You realize that, right?
Hey, but he's not as dominant. Remember when, because he doesn't have the weapons around him that he used to have in Kansas City. I mean, people were afraid of that dude, Now he went to Miami to die. Look, all I'm saying is in NFL, you got to get your money. It's no guaranteed contracts. But I would have liked to have seen him finish his career.
Has more receiving yards than the whole Chicago Bears team. Do you know that?
All right, you do realize that you're talking about the Chicago Bears, right?
You do realize it's like 5 or 6 more franchises on that list.
There's probably bum teams. Like, come on. If you're telling me that teams like the Eagles or the Rams, like passing teams, Arizona, okay, then I'll feed into that.
One player shouldn't have more yards than the whole franchise.
Hey, look,
You shouldn't.
From the looks of these games, I can see why. So, are you taking Miami or are you taking raggedy Chicago?
What do you mean? Miami. They
You
would
taking
have been
Miami?
like they would have been like 7-1, right? Maybe 7-1. I don't even know if they would have lost.
You know what? I normally don't do this. Yeah, I heard a lot of girls say that. I normally don't do this, but
I hope you pick Chicago so they can get
I am. I'm taking Chicago. The Bears. I'm taking the Bears. All right. And post up big money. If your Bears fail me, I'm cussing y'all both the hell out. Now, here's another game. Again, look at this game. Jesus, Ty, what are we gonna do with this schedule? This is a whole hum schedule. I don't even feel good talking about this. Now we got Carolina at Cincinnati. Come on, man. Do you really want to watch that game? Is anybody going to watch this game? Carolina at Cincinnati? Trash. They traded the...
Carolina go watch it.
I'm taking Cincinnati. Who you taking?
What?
Yeah, I'm taking Cincinnati. Cincinnati's at home. Carolina just got rid of freaking McCaffrey's son. What am I
They
taking?
won. They won their next game right after that.
Yeah, because Tom Brady's getting a divorce. You know, join the party, Tom.
I don't
it
want to hear
happens.
nothing about no divorce about nothing. That's Tom Brady. That's what y'all told me.
Yeah, hey,
That's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, Lord of the Rings. But anyway,
Take Cincinnati.
all right. You taking Cincinnati? So you took all that shit just to take Cincinnati?
I mean, I could go against the grain and pick Carolina, but
Yeah.
I think they take it too. So
This brother right here. We already picked the Green Bay game. Everybody and their mother's taking Green Bay. Now, since everybody's taking Green Bay, can we all agree that if Aaron Rodgers loses this game, he's a fraud? Can we agree with that?
it depends on what happens.
Oh my God, he's a fraud.
You do know.
He lose, he's a fraud.
Okay, but if he throwing the ball to his receivers and they not catching, they ain't got nothing to do with him.
Well, next game.
Yeah.
This was a rivalry game back in the day when the two Hall of Famers were at said franchises, but now is a stir of echoes. We have the Colts at the Patriots. Another snooze fest.
Terrible. Look at his records. 3-4.
Yo, that's what I said, bro. This week is bad. Oh my God, the NFL should just skip this week and give everybody a bye. This is bad. Oh my God, these games are trash. This is bad, bro. I'm taking New England just for the Belichick factor. He's got 8 Super Bowl rings. I think I'll hitch my wagon to that dude. Who are you taking?
Taking the Colts.
Oh man, this brother is just freaking being a contrarian right now. Taking him.
The only reason I'm taking the Colts is Bill Belichick don't look the same no more. He ain't that man.
Oh, he's older. He put on a few pounds. He looks different. Oh man.
Yeah, he got rid of. Well, I will say this for him: quarterback he wanted, they got rid of him. I don't know.
They did, but listen, history repeats itself, and time heals all wounds. I won't be surprised that Tom Brady, he ain't got nothing no more. He lost his wife and all the other stuff and everything. I think Tom might find his way back to New England. I think Tom says, you know what? I'll go back to New England. You know, I only got a 1-year deal with Tampa. He don't want to stop playing football. It's too late to quit. Now, why would Tom quit football now? The wife left you and everything, and now you're going to have even less time. You know, you're going to be doing every other weekend and shit. And I think he goes back to New England next year. I think that's why Belichick is playing this quarterback carousel, taking Mac Jones out, putting Stanky in, and then flipping him and this and that, because he's trying to let the ownership know, hey, look, I don't have a quarterback still, and somebody's coming.
They say he tried to get.
He might.
What was the quarterback he want?
He's trying to get Jimmy G. You think he's trying to get me Jimmy G back because he's a free agent too? So it's good.
No, it was another one that he had. They got rid of that. Which
Jimmy Garoppolo, the one that's in San Francisco right now. They had traded him away because Tom Brady demanded it. Remember, Tom said he wanted him up out of here.
No, it was one after that. It was a quarterback after that when he tried to get rid of Tom Brady. He was there, but they traded him instead of Tom Brady.
Jimmy Garoppolo. He's in San Francisco now.
Garoppolo. Remember, they had 3 quarterbacks.
No.
They traded Garoppolo.
They always only had 2. It was either Hoyer was their backup for many, many years, And then Garoppolo was the dude that they groomed when Brady was suspended with the footballs, and that dude, well, no, that was Brissett.
No, they
came in.
drafted one more. It was one more after that, and they traded him.
Mac Jones was the one Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Him. He's the one they're getting up out of there. Mac Jones, the one that's the starter now, is the one that they're gonna get rid of. Because think about if Mac Jones has a good year, bro, they're gonna have to get rid of. They're gonna have to pay him, and they're gonna have to pay Mac Jones. If you,
right,
they either gonna have to. The Patriots got a decision to make. They got to either pay Mac Jones, or they can bring back Garoppolo or bring back Brady next year. Those are their options. And I
Brady coming back there.
I don't think. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? The division, only competition you got in the division now is Buffalo. Oh.
Brady need to go home and tell that woman he loves her.
Nah, that's a wrap, bro. She filed for divorce. It's done.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, dude.
No, it don't. He can stop playing and go back to his family.
Man, I think it's too late now. But anyway, now here goes a game Parker would like if he ever showed up to work. Like, I don't understand Parker. He know we do the football show every damn Sunday. He even sends me a message in the Discord talking about some, you doing the NFL show? I said, yes, Parker, 9:30. That was at 8:52. It's no excuse for Parker not to be here. But, hey, that's what it is. Anyway, Buffalo versus the Jets. You know what? I'm taking the Jets. I'm taking them Jets. Yep, I'm taking them Jets.
Buffalo.
Oh, man, this nigga.
Oh, man, you want to know why? Because when I picked Jets, you would have guessed.
I'm taking, I think the Jets, bro, they mad about that loss last week. Here's a game nobody cares about, folks. Minnesota versus Washington. I'll take Minnesota. I don't think there's nothing much to talk about there.
Well, you can't say nobody care about Minnesota, boy.
Nah, Minnesota going to beat Washington. They're going to go into Washington and beat Washington. Yeah, and the week of Election Day. Washington ought to be ashamed of themselves. They about to catch a thumping.
Yeah, Minnesota winning that.
Yeah, so you taking Minnesota.
You can't say that's a more interesting game than the Raiders versus Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's the next game up. Jacksonville against, man, bro, this is bad. You know what? I mean, we have to pick it because it's on the schedule, but man, oh my God, this is just bad. Like, the NFL, they're going to have to be able to, like, swap games in the middle of the season and shit to make it clear. This is bad. Like, when you see this, you're like, what in the hell happened? The Raiders, I lost all hope in the Raiders. Man, I don't know. Even if Magic buy into them now, I don't know if I'm going to be hanging out with the Raiders. I'll just put it that way. At first, I was talking about, Magic Johnson's going to own part of the Raiders. I got to get in there. I might be a Raider fan. Nah, never mind. That was just me, being on the side of Magic Johnson. That's all. Never mind that. Well, I tell you what, I damn sure ain't taking the Raiders, and they're on the road. They got to fly across the country after getting beat up, and didn't they get shut out? I think they got shut out. I think Mr. So-called, you know what? McDaniels does this every time. McDaniels sit here, he gets these jobs, and he makes you think that he's like the dude. He makes you think that he was the architect for Tom Brady's offense, and that he's Mr. Know-It-All, and he's good with quarterbacks. He helped Jimmy Garoppolo and this and that or whatever. But every time McDaniels has gone somewhere, he failed. He got beat 24-0. He couldn't put any points up. Yo, I am done with that dude. I'm taking Jacksonville. Yeah, look at this. This is how bad it is.
Jacksonville, I'm going to just go with the Raiders just because.
Oh, man, Ty is taking the damn Raiders. Oh, my God.
Nobody got to win.
Yeah, it might be a damn tie. It might be.
It just might be.
Now,
I said somebody got to win.
Now, to me, this is the most interesting game on the schedule. Finally, folks, a game that I can watch and talk about. Seattle at Arizona. Now, here we go. Now, this is a game. My man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
5-3 versus 3-5.
I don't care. My man Gino's making a move because this is a must-win game for Arizona. So that's why I think they're going to give it their all. And I think Gino is like, yo, man, I'm the dude right now. Gino's going to get that big contract at the end of the year. Yo, things is looking good for my man Geno Smith, brother. I like it. I am taking the freaking Seahawks. Yes, I'm taking the Seahawks. And I get it. Arizona's at home. The desert. The this. The that. The The Rick doesn't care. I'm taking Seattle. Who you taking?
Seattle.
All right. So finally.
I could have sworn I picked them last week after you said so.
No, you didn't. You lied.
You go watch the video.
Yeah, go ahead.
I took it. You have a problem.
You lying. I run a clean channel. We don't do any of that nonsense stuff here. Now.
Tell your bookie that last night. We ain't gonna talk.
Man, I got small. I can't win a bet no more, bro. I gotta leave it alone. I gotta leave it alone. All right, we got the Rams at Tampa Bay. The story of a man named Brady, the now single Tom Brady, has got. I'm taking Tom Brady, folks. I'm taking Tom Brady. Tom Brady mad. Giselle won't let Tom see her naked no more. He got divorced, and bro, he is ready to freaking. Somebody gonna catch it, and I think the Rams is gonna catch it. And I think I'm taking Tampa. I think Tampa's gonna win, as Donald Trump would say, win big, big. I think Tampa blows these motherfuckers out.
Tom Brady might get hurt.
Nah, Tom Brady already got hurt mentally. Wife left him. He good. He's been to take out that frustration. So now, here's a game that Ty liked, everybody. I didn't like it. You got Tennessee at Kansas City. I think Kansas City freaking moonwalks over these dudes. I don't even think this is a competition. I like Tennessee's coach, though. You know, he's one of those freaking smash mouth, remind me to do with the big-ass chin. You know, he's one of those coaches like that. He's one of those smash mouth coaches, you know. He doesn't really call the plays or anything like that. He's a culture changing kind of dude that came through, and the way that he gets his team ready, man, it's like old school, like late 80s, early 90s football, you know what I mean? And I like that about him. You know, it's just that I just don't fucking believe in his team this week. So hey, whatever, buddy. I'm taking Kansas City. The light-skinned quarterbacks do business around here. So I am taking Kansas City to beat Tennessee. I mean, Kansas City's at home. I know Tennessee, they're competitive. I think my man lost a little bit off his fastball. The running back out there in Tennessee, he's not the beast that he used to be. You know, running backs wear out, bro. It happens. Running backs wear out. Remember, the whole league used to be scared of that dude, but after 2 years of banging and banging and clanking against everybody, look what Zeke was. Remember when Zeke came? He was a monster like that, but after a while, these running backs have a shelf life, bro, like a carton of milk. They don't stay fresh forever. You know, only Emmitt Smith can do that. Okay?
Look at these injuries. Yeah, I'm gonna take. I was going to take Tennessee. I'm gonna take Kansas City.
Yeah.
Quarterback, he's something on his ankle.
Yeah, he's not the same, bro. I don't think you can be a good running back in this league anymore carrying a ball 20 times. Like, I'm talking about as far as longevity. I don't think you can do it. I think you need a running mate. I remember back in the day, Carolina, remember they used to have running mates? They had 2 running backs that were good. I forget their names off the top of my head, but I just remember they had like a thunder and lightning combo. Speaking of which, that's what the Giants had. When they had Brandon Jacobs and they had Tiki Barber, like, yo, that was thunder and lightning. That was perfect. Like, but I think that's what you need, like kind of what the Cowboys do with Zeke and Pollard now. You can't have just one running back that runs the ball 20 times a game, bro. He's going to wear out. His career's going to be over. They can't take that kind of punishment no more. They can't. Look, I don't know what changed. And if I don't know why Emmitt Smith was able to be a running back for that many years in the league. You know, I don't know. But they don't make Emmitt Smiths anymore. You know, Barry Sanders, he didn't stay a long time. He retired. The team sucked or whatever.
Plus, he had one, but he ain't here no more.
Yeah, I mean,
Adrian Peterson had a long.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but see, you know what? But he always came back. Adrian Peterson's not in the league, not for ability. It's that whole thing. They never got over him hitting his kid and all that other stuff. You know, he can still produce. I mean, every team Adrian Peterson went on, he produced for the team. He did.
And at that leg injury, he came back and broke that record.
Hell yeah. Now, to me, that was the next thing I ever seen to Emmitt Smith as far as longevity. Like, he'll get hurt or whatever, and he'll still produce. Oh, shout out to Franco. My man Angel's up in here, and he says Barry Sanders will be second to Walter Payton. Hey, listen. Barry Sanders, I'm going to say, Fresco, I'm going to break it down to you like this. And I think I talked a little bit about this to Parker and maybe Ty too. Running backs like Barry Sanders and Saquon Barkley, you can't win with those running backs as far as a Super Bowl run or something like that. They're not give the ball to them 20 times kind of running backs. They scare you. They're like change of pace guys. You need a guy because, like, for example, Freco, I'll tell you right now, if you had Barry Sanders and Saquon Barkley, which they're pretty similar, their running line would look something like this: -2, -3, -5, 70 yards. You don't use the guy in the goal line. Next run, 3 yards. Next run, -2 yards. Run for 11 yards. Like, that's how they are. They're like very inconsistent. Like, they scare the defense, but they don't run between the tackles. They run through mostly sweeps and stuff like that. So I don't like those kind of running backs because you can't give the ball to them 20 times. You can't establish the run game with that kind of running attack. You need the Emmitt Smith type dude, the Thurman Thomas type dude who was like who can catch the ball out the backfield and stuff like that. Or Roger Craig, like those kind of running backs you can win with. Because, Barry Sanders, I hate to say it, he didn't win. Saquon Barkley, he ain't win no Super Bowls. I don't think you win with those kind of, I call them change of pace, quick backs and stuff like that. Like, I remember the Raiders had one. What was his name? Gardner. He was kind of like that. Charlie Gardner. He was quick. He'd juke the crap out of you. But then when they started giving Charlie the ball a whole bunch of times, he started getting hurt. Because usually if a running back can be as quick and elusive as a Barry Sanders and as a Saquon Barkley, they're usually undersized. You don't see big running backs that can do that. And when you're undersized in the NFL, a good big man is always going to be better than a good little man, and you're going to get hurt. You're not going to be able to take that type of punishment. You're just not. You're not going to be able to do it. So that's why I rest with that. The last game on the schedule, we have the luckiest team in America, the Baltimore.
Wait a minute. You can't say that for Saquon. Saquon he started going off, but he just got what you said was probably he just got hurt.
Yeah, they get hurt. That's what I'm saying, bro. He gonna give you all these dazzling plays. He gonna give you these 80-yard runs. He gonna spin on a dime. He gonna juke a guy out of his cleats, but he's always going to get hurt. Because
you always supposed to have a power back too to go along with it.
But that's what I said. I said you can't have guys that just carry the ball 20 times by himself anymore. Those guys like Saquon, they kind of remind me of what you should do like with the Browns did with Eric Metcalf. They ended up turning him to like a wide receiver / running back because they're little guys. They're little guys, man. They're going to get hurt. Little guys get hurt in the NFL. Big guys, they get hurt too, but, not as much. But anyway, the last game on the schedule, this is what we got for Monday. Well, this is Monday night. No, but who watches Monday Night Football anyway? I mean, I watch wrestling on Mondays. I don't really watch Monday Night Football. You know what I'm saying? I watch wrestling. I ain't watching no damn football on Monday, bro. Monday night is one of my only nights I have off a week. Usually Tuesday through Thursday I'm busy in the evening, but I'm taking the Saints. I don't believe in Baltimore. No, I don't believe in Baltimore, bro. Baltimore has lost some games. The coach is making questionable decisions. The quarterback, he's trying to play. He's trying hard. He's got to get that money. But I just cannot. I can't.
Hold on. The only 2 games that Baltimore lost to was against 2 good teams. You do realize that, right?
Yeah, but look at the decision making.
Okay, yeah, but they won 3 out of their last 5.
Mm-hmm.
But you could have take the Saints that lost. Okay, you know what? I ain't finna take that. Go ahead, I'll pick a Baltimore.
All right. I'm taking the Saints. Saints just won 24-0. I know, I get it. It was the Raiders.
I'm gonna say, look who they beat.
I get it. It was the Raiders.
And then who they lose to the game before that?
I don't fucking remember.
Arizona.
All right, Arizona's 3-5.
And then they lost to the Bengals.
Well, that's how you have it, folks. We have a whole hum week 9. We don't have Parker's capping behind up here. Parker does add something to the show. His capping meter is like off the chains, especially when it comes to them Buffalo Bills. We did miss that this week. I don't know what happened to Elijah. Hopefully he's okay.
He can't cap. They finna win that game.
I don't know. I don't know.
Boy, you just
I don't know. Hey, look, I
love the Cowboys. And you need
this guy said that I'm hurting. Listen to this, man.
yeah, I heard what you said.
Oh,
And
man.
we the best.
You think the kids are having this?
Eagles. We the best.
You the
Where
best.
y'all at?
Second place. Anyway, folks, that's the NFL Week 9 show for this week. I'm going to head off into church. Ty is going to pray that the Eagles win next week. It got a little easy win, but whatever. You know, we'll be back.
Hold on. Who we looking at?
Don't worry,
I like
folks.
to see. That's what I like to see. Hold on. No, we ain't finna pass this up.
The Cowboys,
This week. We gonna hold on. The
We-
Cowboys play Minnesota next week.
that's a
Y'all
win.
winning that?
Yes.
Y'all winning?
Yes, that's a win. You
Okay.
know that's a win.
Okay. Y'all heard it here first, everybody.
Yep, you heard it here,
Heard it here
folks.
first.
Hey.
Cowboys is gonna beat Minnesota next week.
All right, folks, don't forget, tomorrow night, tune in for episode number 3 of The Arcade, where we're going to talk about a little bit more gaming. Today is our sports show, and we will be back. And don't forget
We ain't
also...
waiting no Park either.
Nah, we ain't waiting no Park.
Yeah, wait.
Nope, we got Teddy